Welcome to today's market update. You might be wondering why this market is so calm. Everything simply goes up every single day. And we're seeing new highs in stocks, gold, and lately bonds being moving up as well. And crypto is recovering. So your instinct is actually correct. Most of the assets are trading very nicely with very little volatility. And we're going to go through them today one by one, just to see how the market is trading right now. Looking at the S&P 500 ETF, SP1 market, the market is nicely above the 50-day moving average. So if it's above the 50-day, it's in a bullish trend using the green background. And if it's below the 50-day, as you've seen here, it is bearish, and we are using a yellow background. It's a very simple dichotomy that we use here. And then we look at the volatility above the 75 percentile of the past 1 year. If the volatility is spiking up, we're going to chart it using a red color if it's bearish and blue color if it's in a bullish mode. So here we have the bullish calm, bullish volatile, bearish calm, and bearish volatile states. And since May 2025, we have been in a very bullishly calm state where the equity prices just move up every single day, almost every single day, every single week. Volatility is actually dropping multi-year lows. So what's going to shake this market? We have had persisting inflation that didn't shake the market, bad non-farm payrolls that didn't shake the market, and the Fed signaling that they're less positive about the state of the labor market, therefore cutting rates, that also didn't shake the market. So now it seems like the bears have a lot of work to do to bring a market crash. Nasdaq 100, the ETF, same, been moving nicely up to the north above the 50-day. Tested a couple of times, but mostly retained the 50-day average within days. We're seeing a drop in volatility as well. And this year, as crazy as it sounds, QQQ is only having one compared to the past 10 years. Bonds, TLT, the long end of the bond curve, we've seen yields dropping recently. TLT actually moving nicely above the 15-day moving average and staying there since September. Volatility has also declined to below its average of the past year. So this seems like bonds are making a return because investors are hedging a potential recession, potential market crash by buying into bonds, locking the 4.5% yields at this moment. Looking at gold, a parabolic rally since September, and we've seen gold actually moving upwards aggressively at the beginning of the year, then consolidated across. It's flipping between the bearish and bullish zones, meaning it's just moving sideways at the 50-day moving average. And now we're accelerating away. Is this the top of the cycle? We might have a little bit more to go. Volatility is still nicely below the 50 percentile of the 1 year. Everything is still pushing higher. And investors have been using gold as a safe haven. Central banks have been piling in gold versus ditching the US dollars, especially in China, India, Brazil. There is still a big market. So there is a lot of momentum with institutional investors catching up, especially North America and Europe, using ETFs. Bitcoin has been in a slightly bearish position in the past couple of months, topping out in August. We are reclaiming the highs here now. In the past few days, there has been a sharp rebound, moving above the 50-day moving average, but volatility is also climbing. I think it remains to be seen whether we are in a new bullish cycle or this is more of a bear rally. I think we just have to be a bit more patient in confirming that signal. Ether, we had a very sharp run up between July and September with the multiple ETH treasury companies being launched like SBET and BMNR. But lately, there has been a shakeout with large liquidations of leveraged loans in the market. So it crossed below the 50-day moving average, but I think today it has moved just above. I think this was a head and shoulders pattern that got broken. So now we're moving into the resistance line here. Just need a bit more time to confirm whether we're back into the bull cycle here. Finally, Tesla Q3 deliveries numbers confirmed just below the 500K mark and above the Wall Street consensus, but it has run up a lot. So there is a little bit of selling the news going on today. But as we have seen since August, it has been in a very bullish, calm state, accelerating away from the 50-day moving average with very little volatility, which has only picked up more recently. So overall, I think there will be higher highs to come, but we may see a pullback first. And stay tuned for my more comprehensive price chart updates this week.